Have you ever loved someone so deeply that it ended up shattering you? Not just heartbreak, but the kind of invisible wound that lingers, a hole no one sees, but you feel it every night, every morning, every silence. Here's the Buddhist truth. Love doesn't break you. Your attachment to it does. And if you don't realize this soon enough, you'll keep bleeding for people who were never meant to stay. This isn't just philosophy. This is survival for your soul. Because the longer you wait to understand this, the deeper the trap becomes. You'll call it love, you'll call it loyalty, but it's really fear. And what if Buddhism held the key to your healing? You're about to discover why your heart keeps getting crushed, and how Buddhist wisdom could free you from repeating the same pain again and again. Don't miss this, because the cost of not knowing may be your peace, your sanity, your entire sense of self. Let me tell you a story. A woman once said, "I gave him everything, my time, my love, my soul. When he left, I didn't just lose him, I lost myself." She isn't alone. So many of us pour ourselves into love, not realizing we're not loving, we're attaching. We don't fall in love, we fall into expectation. And when those expectations are unmet, when love doesn't follow our script, we feel broken. That's the problem. Now the pain gets worse, because the more you try to fix it, by pleasing more, sacrificing more, chasing harder, the more you lose touch with yourself. You become anxious, restless, unworthy. You fear rejection like it's death itself. That's the agitation. And here's the Buddhist truth. The source of suffering isn't love, it's clinging. Buddhism teaches, where there is attachment, there is suffering. This changes everything, because love, in its purest form, is freeing, not binding. It flows without grasping. It allows others to come and go without shattering your inner world. That's what the Buddhist path calls metta, loving kindness without possession. So why is this so hard? Because we're conditioned to believe love should fill our emptiness, that someone else should complete us. That forever is the measure of success, but Buddhism gently shatters that illusion. Everything is impermanent. Every person, every emotion, every moment. When we ignore that truth, we suffer twice, once from the loss, and again from the shock that it even happened. Let's go deeper now. Close your eyes, take a deep breath in and out. Picture the person you once loved most, the one who hurt you or left you or changed. See them clearly. Now, notice the feeling in your chest. Tightness, sadness, anger. Now breathe in again. And this time say silently, "They were never mine to keep." Breathe out. Release them again. They were never mine to keep. This is not rejection. This is release. This is the beginning of Buddhist freedom. And science supports this too. Studies show that people who practice mindfulness-based detachment have lower levels of emotional distress after breakups. Why? Because they stop resisting impermanence. They stop fighting reality. Compare this to modern romance, movies, social media, fairy tales. They teach us to expect permanence, perfection, happy endings. But the Buddhist path teaches presence, not permanence. Awareness, not attachment. That's the real healing. So what does Buddhist healing really look like? It starts with stillness, observing your pain instead of reacting to it, seeing your thoughts as clouds, not facts. In Buddhism, the heartache you feel is called dukkha, unsatisfactoriness. It's not your fault, it's part of life. But it's also not the end. Let's practice something now. Sit still. Take one slow breath. Now ask, what am I clinging to? Is it the idea of being loved forever? The fantasy of who they used to be? The guilt that you weren't enough? Whatever it is, just notice, don't fight, don't fix, just observe. And now say to yourself, In this moment, I am enough. I do not need them to be whole. Breathe. This practice, done daily, has been shown to reduce anxiety, depression, and even physical pain. Because when you stop grasping, your nervous system finally feels safe, and you are safe, even without them, even with the cracks. Now here's a common myth. If I let go, it means I never truly loved. False. Buddhism doesn't ask you to stop loving. It asks you to love more wisely, more openly, without attachment. When the Buddha held his son, he knew, even this love must one day dissolve. But that didn't make it less sacred, it made it more. So let's compare again. Modern love says, you complete me. Buddhist love says, I am whole, and I welcome you to walk beside me for as long as we both are meant to. Which sounds more peaceful, which is less likely to break you. The path of Buddhism doesn't numb your heart, it purifies it, so that your love no longer depends on fear, neediness, or clinging. And once you touch that kind of love, you'll never settle for anything else again. So let's return to the question we began with. Why does love break you? Because you believed it was yours to hold forever. You mistook possession for connection. You called attachment love, and that illusion hurt more than the loss itself. But now you know the Buddhist truth, and that changes everything. If you're still watching, your heart is asking for healing. Don't ignore it. This moment may be the very turning point your soul's been waiting for, because the pain wasn't punishment, it was a call to awaken, and if you're willing, let's walk this path together. If this message stirred something in you, like, comment, and subscribe right now. Don't miss what's coming next. We'll dive deeper into the Buddhist way to heal heartbreak, rebuild your inner strength, and truly love without fear. Share this video with someone who's quietly suffering. They might never ask for help, but this could be the lifeline they need. And wherever you are, I wish you this. May you love deeply, may you let go gracefully, and may your heart be whole, just as it is.